Yo, what is up, everybody of the internet? It is your boy, Boss Geo George, coming at you with not another COD pod, episode number 3. Hope everybody's having a great day today. All right, I will pass it over to Joe.
What's up, boys? It's your boy. Let's go, Joe. Hope everybody's having a good day /night /morning /whatever time it is. And yeah, we're gonna have a fun one today. I'm gonna pass it on to my boy.
Who's your boy?
You.
Is he right here? Oh, okay. All right. Hey guys. Hope everyone's like Joe said. Hope everyone's having a good day. Everyone in chat, appreciate y'all being here, and if you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in on a weekly basis, watching the podcast, helping us grow. Like every week, our three, me, Joe, and George's, our links on YouTube will be down in the description below. And since this week we have a guest, I'm not gonna say who it is yet. His links will also be down in the description for y'all to go throw everyone a follow, go support their streams, follow their Twitters, like whatever is linked down below. Make sure y'all hit that follow button and go support everyone that's a part of this episode.
All right. So today, guys, we have an amazing podcast plan today. We have some amazing topics. And like Z mentioned, we do have a very special guest today. But first, before we get to that guest, Call of Duty. Major things have been going on in Call of Duty within the past 2 days. One of the biggest news that hit us, Damon Karma Barlow. Literally, easily, one of the GOATs of Call of Duty, one of the founding fathers.
Yep.
He announced his retirement, sadly, from Call of Duty competitive.
Sadly.
Joe, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it was kind of unexpected, but kind of knew that he wasn't enjoying this COD as much as previous ones. But just to see him dip out on the whole thing like that, I mean, yeah, I wasn't seeing that coming. And honestly, that's one of the GOATs, you know, from the way back. And it kind of hurts to see just losing one like that. I mean, he's like 3-time GOAT. So
he's a 3-time world champion. The only person that could argue of being the GOAT is Crimsix, and that's just because Crimsix has won more LAN tournaments. Yeah, he's won more LAN tournament
wins.
But Karma has the 3 world champion rings.
If you want me to be honest, bro, I think you gotta give it to Damon just for the fact that not only because he has 3 rings. Obviously, he's the only player to ever do it. He's the only player that ever will do it in the way that he did it. But it's mainly for the fact that he's excelled in different roles. He's not only excelled as a Slayer in Black Ops 2, he excelled as an AR in Ghost. He excelled on the objective as the objective player with the Optic Dynasty team. He was that player that was doing the dirty work, even though he's proven that he can be the best player in the game. He's excelled no matter what role he's played. He's more versatile than Crim6. Yeah, Crim can run sub. Yeah, Crim can run AR. But he's not as a dominant sub as Damon was. He's not as good at the objective as Damon was. Damon always shows up when it matters, and that's why he has 3 rings.
Oh, easily, dude. Like even with the Optic Dynasty team, like Damon could be having a bad game or having a bad series, but when it came down to especially on that second hardpoint game in the series, and it came down, I remember one of the biggest plays on BO4. It was Seaside hardpoint. I forgot which hill. I think it was Wine Cellar. It was one of the biggest things. I think it was either to start to finish a comeback that they're pulling on E United, or to prevent a comeback that E United was pulling on them. But I just remember Damon sliding into there. He used his grab slam. He got a 4-piece, and dude, he's just always been that clutch player. You know, he's had that clutch factor, 100%. And the fact that we're losing somebody of that caliber in the Call of Duty community really hurts. So
Agreed.
Since talking about Damon, obviously Seattle, they now have a role that they're missing, and initially people might think that they'd throw in Enable, but that is actually the complete opposite case. So we just found out today that Enable is going to be benched for the rest of the 2020 CDL season, unfortunately. And they ended up bringing in Proto to take Karma's spot. So how do you guys feel about that?
I mean, for me, Ian has proven in the past that he's obviously a great player. He's been around, transferred from Halo, where he was a champion in Halo, to Call of Duty and Ghost. And he's been kind of towards the top every game that he's played on. Like, not as far as skill-wise, but like his teams have always been there, other than maybe Ghost. But like, ever since FaZe, he's been on a top team in every game. I just really don't think this game particularly caters to a player like Ian. And like, people are probably gonna think that Ian's stock's ruined, but no, man. I think Ian will find a good team next year, because Ian is a really good player. He's just like Damon. He's just not that great at this particular game.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
100%.
And then for
Jay.
Proto taking over his spot, honestly, it doesn't really surprise me. Like we said this last week, Seattle can't get any worse. Like, let's be honest. They've been going through a very rough patch. They've tried out Ian twice now, and neither time has it worked. So I think just a new face, kind of like what Chicago did. One player change, just like new face brings a whole new vibe to the team. And if they do bad, I mean, it's kind of what most people are expecting, right? But
Yeah.
It might work. You've seen players come in from the amateur scene, or people that we wouldn't necessarily think were pros. They've came in and they've been good this year. So you never know what can happen.
Yep. For sure.
You got anything else, Joe?
No. I'm not trying to get cut off like I did last week. So.
Alright, so you guys have anything else by the CDO that you'd like to mention or talk about?
Not really. I mean, the biggest thing was kind of Damon retiring.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other things that happened, but like nothing comes close to topping that. I said other than Fizzert passing away, Damon retiring, especially this early, is easily the second biggest L that the COD community has ever taken.
Yeah.
And that's hands down, without a doubt.
Yeah. Oh no, go.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it in. Damon's been tweeting about it. He said, he was just tired of the MP5 meta and how he said this game didn't cater to him at all. And he says it's been kind of the same run of the mill since like maybe World War II till now. You just play the COD for a few months and it gets stale, and then you're over it. That's kind of what his tweet said. He said he's looking forward, or I don't know if he said looking forward, but he will be playing the next Call of Duty, COD 2020, whatever that's going to be, the title. But he just,
Well, I don't know if he'll be playing it competitively, because he said that his hands literally can't keep up anymore. And Hex, there's also a clip that someone sent to me today on Twitter. It was Hex said that the second he announced his retirement, he was in Damon's DMs. He said there's only one home for Damon. So it wouldn't surprise me if he ended up signing with NRG as a content creator.
Yeah.
Oh, easily, dude. And then honestly, I even see Damon becoming a coach.
Maybe.
Bro, that dude has that winner's mentality. He knows how, like, literally, he could literally play a COD for maybe a couple of weeks, like the first month, and he already knows how that Call of Duty should be played. Like, he has that winner's mentality. He has that.
He knows the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the word. He has that
knowledge.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, knowledge.
Sixth sense.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
And but see, it wouldn't surprise me if he became a coach. I remember, or Sam or Octane tweeted out, kind of trolling. He said, "All right, now come take Joey's job," which kind of put that thought in my head. Like, he wouldn't surprise me if he became a coach, but I don't think it would be this year if he ever did.
Yeah, he could do it.
All right, so briefly, just hopping off CDO, a little bit more of a serious note. We're gonna touch on it briefly. We're not gonna get too political or anything, but the rioting, the peaceful protests. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. Me, Joe, and Z, we come across it all the time. We have our own opinions on so many stuff, right? You have your right to your own opinion, but just stay safe. It's starting to get super dangerous out there. Wherever you are, stay safe.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get too political. Yeah. We're just acknowledging this is a serious matter. Everybody has the right to protest. Everybody has the right to their own opinions. Whatever you do, you just got to make sure that you stay safe.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put this one last note. For those of you that are out there and just kind of have hate in your heart, I'm just gonna say this: judge a person not by the color of their skin, but the contents of their heart. It doesn't matter what their skin looks like. It doesn't matter how they physically appear. So what matters is how they see the world, how they view things, how they are as a human being. That actually matters, not the color of their skin.
One thing I'll add, man. You know, there's only one race that matters, man. That's the human race.
The human race.
And that's, you know, we're all part of it, and we just need to act like it, you know. That's all there is to it, bro. Love your neighbor.
Yeah.
Love your neighbor.
Right.
Love yourself.
You know.
All right, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to be the extent of it. We're not going to get too much into depth with it. You know, that's not our place. But going back on the happier note, we are now finally going to introduce our special guest today. Drum roll, please.
Beat, motherfucker, beat.
All right, and we got the boy Husken.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Thank you so much for having me today. I appreciate it. It's always good seeing y'all.
Oh,
yeah.
Seeing you guys.
Husken, how are you doing?
You
I'm
sexy
good.
beast. As I called him in the Twitter DM, he's a sexy beast.
I try. Only for him though, so maybe Boss and Joey's not looking.
Wow, okay.
No, you threw me that restart.
Wow.
You threw that restart while we were doing the intro, bro. I wanna
Same.
All right, Z, you could get the questions underway. I know you have some set up.
All right, so Husken, we know you, but we don't like really know you, and I'm sure a lot of people that are in our particular community they may have seen us playing with you here and there, but like no one like really knows who you are. So I'm gonna start off by the question. This is kind of similar to Hex's, but not the exact wording, but kind of. It's who are you? Like, who are you as a person today?
Who am I? I ask myself that question every morning in the mirror, dude. I'm like, man, who are you?
Who's this man standing in front of me?
You know, honestly, it's like, to sum it up quickly, 31-year-old dude that lives outside of Atlanta. I love everything from video games, sports, music. Oh, as you can tell, sports and music on the back wall there. I have 3 dogs. You probably hear one of them crying here in a second.
Beautiful dogs. Beautiful dogs.
Beautiful dog.
But I do IT for a living. So I'm on a computer at least 8 to 15 hours a day. So.
Yikes.
Yeah. But that's
relatable.
Okay. Dude, well, no, seriously. So I went to college for dentistry originally. So I got a degree in biochemistry, which I'm doing jack shit with. I decided it wasn't for me when I graduated. Hi, Dexter. So I ended up just staying with IT, which is what actually paid for my college degree. So I was like, you know what? I'll just stick with it.
Hey, at least you found something,
let
right?
him out this door real quick. Yeah, exactly.
Take your time, my brother.
I love that Telecaster back there.
Brother, his dogs are beautiful.
That's Z. That's
Ooh, we got
Joe's wet
Nikki
dream.
Nikki's in here. What's up, Nikki? How you doing?
All right, so the next kind of question is, or for those of you who don't know, Husken streams. But before we get into all of that, I was going to ask you, how did you personally get into video games? Because a lot of people kind of get into them either, you know, different parts of their life. Like for me, for example, I got into gaming at a very early age. Some people that we know, like Paul, for example, really didn't get into gaming until after he was out of the military, is when he got heavy into playing COD or whatever games he plays. So, like, when did you personally get into gaming and realize that you enjoy doing it?
Oh, man, I was really, really young. My older brother got me into gaming probably when I was about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old. He stuck me on a NES, and him and I sat around and played Duck Hunt and Mario and Jaws.
Classics.
Yeah,
Classics.
So that was like the first games that I ever played. And then when the Super Nintendo came out, my older brother got one for his birthday, and I played the hell out of that. So I actually still have all my classic consoles too.
Yeah, I still have a 64.
Same.
Yeah, well, it's funny. I got Mario Kart chilling right here because I was just playing it the other day.
The most recent or the oldest console I got would either be my PlayStation 2 or my old little Game Boy. I swear to God, I used to run up some Game Boy, bro.
Yo.
I got that Game Boy laying
Like
around.
Yo,
brick,
Spyro on that thing, yo.
or the color. I had the like the VHS looking fucking
Oh,
thing.
I had the one that
And
flips. I think it was the advanced.
The
Or the
SP.
I don't.
Game Boy
Yep, I got
Advance
one of those.
SP, yeah,
One
the
of those.
SP.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah.
And those
bro.
were sick. And you actually had the backlight on that. I
The
think on that one.
backlit screen, yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh.
When I was a kid, I had that little
Man,
stupid
the
lamp
times,
thing
man.
that had to hang
Yeah,
over it
I
just so you
plugged
could
I had
see.
that little lamp that you plug in, and dude, as soon as you did, that battery flipped to red immediately. It could
Or
be
you
a
sit in the
fresh
car and you
set
just
of battery.
fucking wait for the street lights to come
Yep,
by
and you
every
be
now and
tilting
again
that
just so you could see just a little bit.
Bro, my favorite game on the Game Boy, I can't remember what it was called, but it was the Cartoon Network characters, and it's kind of like Mario Kart, but the Cartoon Network's version of it. But I can't remember the name of the game. That and one of the old Tony Hawks that was on the
man.
Game Boy.
So
Oh,
are you excited
Pokemon
about the remake?
Sapphire.
The remake of 1 and
Emerald.
2 that's coming out of Tony Hawk?
Oh, I
Wait,
saw
actually,
it,
I did
bro.
see that the
Getting
other
it?
day. I might have
I'm
to get
hyped.
that.
I'm hyped.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I think it's like $40 too. So it's
That-
not
that
like a
game-
full price game.
That Game Boy SP is what first got me into Pokemon, because I had Pokemon Sapphire on that.
See, I was kind
remember
of,
that as memories.
I was kind of uncultured,
Might have
bro.
been my first one.
I didn't
Y'all
really,
making
I didn't
me
play
show
any
my
Pokemon.
age.
I didn't really play any
I had Red
Pokemon
and
games
Blue
growing
when it
up.
came
I'm
out.
uncultured.
I had to watch my older siblings play Red and Blue. I had to watch. They wouldn't let
Yep.
me play it.
Yeah.
See, I got lucky. My brother never took the game away from me. It was more, he would kick my ass growing up. He just would want to play me to boost his ego, and I kind of got tired of it. Now I'm better than anything he ever does on video games ever. Pretty
Yeah, I
much sums
loved
up my
Red.
life.
Red was my favorite, just because I think I put more hours into that one than any of the other Pokemon games.
I put probably my most hours in the Emerald.
And Yellow. Yeah, Yellow was another one I had too. Yep. Emerald was good. I liked Emerald.
Got a lot of
Pokemon just had some
Pokemon.
amazing games.
Got a
Bro,
lot
that
of Pokemon
Stuff
fans
really
in the chat.
was lit, bro.
But it's like well, I mean, you know that's what they call all their portable consoles, right? Pokemon consoles, because that's
Oh,
yeah.
why most
Pocket
people ended
monsters.
up buying little freaking pocket monster consoles. But yeah, I loved the Pokemon series, and I even bought actually like the Let's Go Pikachu just to kind of
Oh,
go back
lit.
down memory lane with it. So, and I enjoyed it.
I played so many of those games when I was growing up. Like even like the mystery dungeons and like like everything, bro. I think I made it all the way to like Diamond and Pearl. That was when I dipped out after that.
I'm
It was
glad
lit,
y'all
bro.
can relate, bro. I just grew up playing shooters. Shooters, fucking Tiger Woods golf games, and NASCAR games. That was me in a nutshell.
Oh, bro. I
Oh
had
look, they're
NASCAR
making a
03.
left turn. They're making
Nah,
another
see,
left
I was
turn.
I was a
Are you doing
NASCAR
NASCAR?
kid
I
that go
wonder what's gonna
backwards.
happen
Go
next.
backwards, and you just wreck the shit out of people. I would do that over and over for hours. Bro, for whatever reason, as a kid, that was the most amusing thing to me.
It was so satisfying just
'Cause you're a
taking out
little
the
shit.
entire-
I'm still a little
That's
shit, but I was even a
facts,
bigger
yes.
little shit back
Nothing's
then.
changed.
Nothing.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
A little bit, you know.
No.
Oh, I doubt it.
All right, George, do you have any questions? Or do you want me to go ahead and move on to my next one?
Yeah. So, we were all talking about what started your gaming career, Husken. Just real quick, what made you consider streaming?
That was my next question. Good, George. Good job, George.
So, actually, one of my best friends, who I used to play games with, like, constantly, we would just be in chats, and we would just invite random people in to play with us and shit, if we found, like, a good group and whatnot. One day, someone said, dude, you should really start streaming. Like, it's, you kind of have that personality, that vibe, and so I'd never really thought about it. So I hopped on Twitch one day and started watching. And I think the first streamer I ended up watching was a guy named Angry Pug that does a Dead by Daylight stream. He's actually really big on Dead by Daylight. He's a cool guy. And I watched his stream that day, and I was like, this is actually kind of cool. So I went out, and the only thing I had to get was a better webcam. So I bought a webcam, and I set up my fucking laptop in my living room, and I had the TV with my console and stuff on it. And I streamed once, and I've been streaming every week, I guess ever since, honestly. So it'll be 3 years this September.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That actually is nuts.
This kind of,
Yeah.
I think, similar for me and George as far as how we got into streaming. Kind of watching Brian. Well, like, I guess you were streaming a little bit before, but watching App, just kind of getting that inspiration from someone is kind of like damn man, like I think I can go out here and do this. So why don't I?
Well, and not only that, is you meet so many cool people from it, and
Oh, easily.
Facts.
and if
Big
it wasn't for like so. Apathy rated me one day, like almost 700 viewers, and of course, you know, I flipped my shit, and he was just like, no, I didn't even realize. I thought it was a fake fucking account, dude. I really did. I thought it was a fake account, and then I realized when I saw the numbers jump up because I didn't even pay attention to the alert with how many people came in. I did my usual. You know, excited to see everybody, but then I didn't realize how many somebodies just came in. And so, you know, I've been hanging out in the AP stream a lot ever since then. And I met you guys actually from AP. So, you know, a lot of good came out of it. And I've made a lot of friends, honestly, dude. I can't tell you how many people. I think we lost Boss there for a second.
We did.
But I can't tell you how many awesome people I've met through streaming. So I would honestly, if I had to go back, would I start again? Fuck yeah, I would, for sure.
Love that.
And even though it's like sometimes it's like you have your ups and downs and whatnot, but honestly, it's something I enjoy doing. And it's, you know, I stopped looking at the numbers and stuff a long time ago and just started enjoying myself, because you'll come into it just being I'm doing this for the love of it, and turn around to now it's a number game and you're running it like a business and you're no longer having fun with it. And that's kind of what got me out of competitive gaming, because I used to do a lot of Halo tournaments. I actually won a big one here in Atlanta in 2004, just before Halo 2 came out. 270 people, I think, was how was in the tournament, and I took first place.
Hey, okay.
Man,
Yeah, round of applause. Round of applause.
But it was just more one of those, like, I spent all my time on that one fucking game, and it was like, I'm talking like, at the time, you know, I guess, how old was I? Probably about 14, 15 years old, I guess. Literally like 8 hours a day on top of trying to get schoolwork done and whatnot. And there was just no breaks. And the people I played with, it's like, we got practice again this weekend, and it just took over my life. Like, it absolutely did. And it made me not like the game anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love Halo, but it was just one of those, like,
you kind of burned yourself out of it pretty much.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I had a similar experience on this game in particular when I tried to started to get into competing in Modern Warfare. Like, a lot of people will tell you in the chat, like, I have the skill as far as, like, gun skill, movement, positioning, whatever it is on MW. But I saw myself getting to that point because I'd say I competed hard, practiced 7 times a week, you know, 2 to 3 scrims a day for like a month and a half, almost 2 months. And I missed so many opportunities. I go on to hang out with my IRL friends, so many opportunities of playing with like Joe, Boss, Reet, Mallet, Aeon, like whoever it was. And I was just like, don't get me wrong, like being a professional Call of Duty player would be amazing. But I don't want to have to sacrifice my whole life just to do this one thing.
Yeah.
So I could definitely relate to that part of you competing in Halo and everything like that.
Yeah, it's like the tournament I went to, it was just something a friend told me about. It wasn't even a team tournament that I ended up winning. It was more just me by myself. They did a solo tournament. I was there all weekend. I was literally there all weekend. And but it was fun. It was fun, and I got a copy of Halo 2 on top of some prize money. But I got it like a week before it came out. So
ooh, okay.
That was kind of cool. So that was kind of cool. And I still have it. I actually still have that copy. And yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm more like, I want to play a little bit of everything now. So I've been kind of jumping around when you guys were talking about COD earlier and people getting kind of burned out on it. I did get burned out on it, honestly, after a few months of playing. And I think it was more just some of the updates kind of like killed it for me, you know?
You and Joe will get along perfectly.
I'm gonna try playing again tonight, but like Warzone the past few times have absolutely been pissing me off. And I think it's
Joe.
more just the servers.
Joe.
I've took a very healthy break from Warzone. Played in a tournament and was like, I need to take a break from Warzone. And I took almost a complete month off before I ever touched the game again. And even then, I probably touched it 2 or 3 times for no more than an hour every time that I played it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows me in our friend group. I'm probably the person that hates MW the absolute least. And I'm one of the ones that's probably grinded it the most too.
I'll probably be on pubs more than likely instead of just popping in Warzone.
Hey, I'm down
more
to
than
play some
likely.
pubs. I don't know about y'all. I'm taking a break
I thought
off
you weren't
10s.
playing today.
No, I'm taking a break from 10s because slide canceling every 5 seconds torched the hell out of my hands. I gotta take a day from that.
Bro, the slide
I don't get why y'all be
hurts,
trying to
man.
play 10s every night, bro. That's
because
only
it's
good for like
fun.
maybe 3 times.
Dog, it's fun. When you're dropping 40 kills a map every hard point, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's fun.
Well, you know,
Well,
some
it's
people like
fun
it,
when
that's
you're
what we do.
lording everybody.
It's
What?
more fun than like having those fucking moments on Warzone where you're jumping in the air and you're just frozen there for 5 seconds and can't do shit because the servers suck ass.
Either that
And
or
it's like-
you land and you get punched to death by a pistol.
yeah.
Yeah, you got full
Well, it was
armor,
the last
and
time
some
we
kid
played
can
together. The
drop
last
on
time
you
we
and
played
just
together. I think Matt went to go jump and I just saw him in the air and like he was stuck up in the fucking air while this dude was shooting at him and I'm just like, okay, yep, I'm off for the night, you guys. I'm gonna go play something else.
I remember
just
that.
can't do it.
We lost
I
full.
just can't do it.
You got
Yep.
off. I got off. It was like, fuck this game. I'm done.
Yep, I think I hopped on Valorant right after that.
I honestly think I might have not joined you on Valorant, but I think I might have played a little bit of pubs and then got on Valorant that same night.
Yeah, I just, I don't know, it's just the fucking Warzone, I feel like after the last update, to me, it went way downhill. It went way downhill
Yeah.
for me, at least, so,
Yeah,
I mean, if
and,
it's up to me, you know, more power to you, but I just, as of right now, I'm taking a break from that.
Actually, just recently, real quick, they just Infinity Ward just did a silent patch to do something with the spawns and another rework on domination that a lot of pros are not happy about because they didn't announce it or anything, and the pros are finding out about it the hard way.
To the devs.
Yeah.
The devs for this particular group of Infinity Ward workers are fucking dog shit, if you want me to be blunt. They fucking suck.
And I'm gonna agree wholeheartedly.
Husken,
Yeah,
while
me
we're on the conversation of shitty Warzone, what are some things you think they can do other than the servers to make Warzone more enjoyable for you personally?
Man, I mean, honestly, I loved Warzone when it first came out. Like, when it dropped, I was like, this is what I'm gonna be playing. This is exactly what I'm gonna be playing.
Relatable?
And then after like the next few updates, you know, I get on my computer and I see that it's now taking up 200 fucking gigs of hard drive space. I'm like, you know, it's just having things more stable to me is really about the only thing that it can make it better. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's always going to be the people out there running around with thermal scopes and shit, so it's just something that, you know,
And RPGs.
yeah, RPGs. I mean, I don't know
C4.
if did they ever actually nerf that?
I don't think they ever nerfed
They
the
nerfed-
RPG.
Did.
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they did. They nerfed the blast radius.
You don't feel
Just
the
the
difference.
blast radius? Okay, yeah.
They
Yeah.
need to take them out of ground loot completely.
Yes, man.
I'm happy
Yeah.
they did nerf the snake shots though. I'm just waiting for them to nerf the growl.
That's the one
It took-
decent
it took-
thing, and then even then it took them a month to
It
nerf
took
the snake
forever to
shots.
get those nerfed. Thank goodness they were way quicker nerfing the Akimbo Renettis with the burst. They were a little bit quicker on that. I'll give them that, because those things were just as bad as snake shots. I think you
See,
could.
I'm waiting for them to nerf the growl.
I don't know what it is, but it's like yeah, the snake shots definitely needed the nerf, but I never ran them, so it's like, and when I ran into people with them, usually they sucked with them in the first place, so it was just, if I had, my usual, usually the MP5 or whatever, I was able to get through that no problem. But I mean, I never really had an issue with that. I think I had a bigger issue with the RPGs than anything if it was a weapon related thing.
Relatable.
Yep. Man.
Warzone gets me mad, but I don't hate it. I still have fun when I play it.
There's times where I enjoy it and there's times where I hate it. For me, it's hit or miss. It's not going to be in between. It's either that day you're going to love playing the game or that day you're going to absolutely hate playing the game.
It's true. That is true.
There's no there's happy medium. None whatsoever.
I'm starting to get more mad at how people play the game rather than how the game is, because I got killed like literally mid-game, like third circle. A kid had spent God knows how long laying down in a plane in Boneyard with a custom R9 shotgun, and he just waited for me to come walking on by all happy, and then I just hear and I'm dead. And I was watching kill cam, he was just laying down in there, a little custom R9, and then like you just like see my feet go by, and he just and I got off right there.
I can understand that.
Words can't describe. If you know that kid, or if you would do the same, I have nothing for you.
I mean,
I have nothing for you.
The day that I thought I was gonna get my first, like when Warzone first came out, I thought I was gonna get my first win. It was just me and one other fucking person, and this kid was laying down in the only bush in the middle of fucking nowhere with a thermal scope, and I got shot literally, stepping out into the open, and he was laying down flat on his stomach for how long, who knows. But yeah, I was pretty pissed.
Yeah, that's relatable. The first day of Warzone, I played with Paul's son Noah, and we sometimes had a third, or a lot of times it was me and him just duo trioing, and we got so close to winning so many times, but we would die to little stuff like that, like people camping, holding corners, thermals, the cheesy ways that you could die, we died to, and didn't get a single win the first day after I think an 8-hour stream.
Yeah, I think I didn't get my first win, I think, until day 2 or 3.
And then on the second day, I ended up getting like 4.
It was kind of frustrating at first.
Yeah, it was like super fun because it was super
such a learning
new.
Curve.
Yeah, but then you kind of had to learn, like, you can't play this like Blackout. You can't be aggressive. You can't push teams by yourself. And the first day was a little rough, but then like the next month that followed, I was in love. I loved playing the game. I would always do, 5-8 hour streams, like whatever, the time would be that day, and I would have fun playing it every second. And after a while, it just got to the point where it's like, I can't play it anymore.
Yeah, so now these guys ditch me.
Pretty much.
Bro, yeah. It started off, you had to run cold-blooded because all the thermal snipers.
Yep.
Now you got to run EOD.
Yep.
Because all the C4s and RPGs.
Yep.
And
EOD comes in clutch though.
Oh,
I
no,
ate
it
2
does.
RPGs with
It doesn't even
EOD.
work for me. Is there like some way?
I ate 2 RPGs and Joe was with me when I did. He says an RPG went through me and hit him. And then I got a squad wipe and I ate another RPG.
I feel like if I run it, I die anyways, regardless. And when you say eat a RPG, that means I take one to the fucking face and I die. Typically, whenever I end up running it. So
I feel like my EOD doesn't work half the time.
Maybe you're not running it.
Oh no, I have it. Trust on every class just to make sure.
Maybe you weren't even playing COD. Who knows? Maybe you're playing.
Maybe you're on Valorant.
Oh my god! I forgot.
Yeah.
I was on Emerald. I was back on Pokemon Emerald. That's what it
There
was.
That's
I
what
figured
was.
it out.
That's
He was
what it
back on
was.
Tiger Woods.
Oh, hey, don't get me started now. Woo!
Go see.
Wait a minute,
See.
Tiger Woods?
Tiger Woods my
Shoot.
shit growing up. Don't try to play me like that.
Not only that, but I actually enjoyed the one that came out on the Wii, so we're gonna have to tone it down on the Tiger Woods golf game, all right?
Z.
Yo,
I just got a challenge.
what's said challenge?
We get 4 against this one dude. 4v1, MW3 plutonium. If we win, we get $1,000.
Y'all don't know what. Y'all don't want to know what type of inmate I was in
Bruh.
Black Ops 3 now.
Bro.
No, MW3.
Oh, y'all don't want to know what type of MP7 player I was.
Nah, bro. I was an ACR on MW3, dog. I was the ACR with the suppressor and an extended mags. Whew.
Dog, I was a mean submachine gun player on that game. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what, mate. Yeah, fucking what, mate.
We'll get back
Alright,
to that.
Yeah,
Alright.
getting back on
Alright,
topic.
yeah.
Getting back on topic. Next question I have for Husken is, what is your favorite game ever, and why is that your favorite game?
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
So I've been asked this a lot, and it's kind of one of those questions that
It's a toughie.
it depends on what I'm feeling that day.
I mean, that's a great way to put it, though. Honestly.
It's my favorite game ever. Probably. I'll give you two and then I'll explain. My favorite game ever is probably Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo.
Okay.
That is probably my favorite game ever. I wish they would do like, I know they did do a remake, whatever, I guess in like mid 2000s, but I want like a fully like remastered version of that game.
Kind of like what they're doing with Resident Evil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But other than that, Halo 2. Halo 2 is probably my.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
I was a Halo Reach guy.
See, I was on PS3. I never got to really play Halos because I was on PlayStation during Halo's golden age, I guess you could say.
I played Halo 1, 2, and 3 all. Like, I didn't play them online. I would always go over to my friend's house. There'd be like 4 or 6 of us. We'd have fucking controllers plugged in, and we'd just be doing like random shit for hours on end, dude.
Ain't nothing better than having the boys
I
over
never
and
played
playing
those.
some games.
I never played those online. I didn't start playing Halo
Bro.
online until Halo Reach.
One of the best, like, just memories as a kid is just not even, just offline co-op campaigns on Halo 2 with your friends.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And that's,
Oh,
that's
wow.
why, like, I loved Halo 1, don't get me wrong. Like, when I got an Xbox for my birthday and got surprised with Halo 1, I was super, super excited. And, like, I played the hell out of that game. And, like, if you could burn out a disc, then I burnt the hell out of that disc playing it, like, every day. But Halo 2, I guess, when it came out, and I kind of more just decided to get away from playing competitively and stuff and just playing with friends, I think that's why I enjoyed 2 so much more than 1. And the campaign was so fucking good.
It was
unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
So
It was a great campaign.
One of the best campaigns of any game ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Husken, real quick, since we're on the topic of Halo, what was your did you play Halo 5 at all?
I did, yeah. I actually got my I guess I played up until like I think level 140 on the online or something like that. I played it a good bit.
Halo 5 was a little bit. It was almost in the middle of the Halo community. There's a community that loved it. There's a community that hated it. Where did you stand on that game?
So, I will say that I actually enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot more than Halo 4. Personally, Halo 4, it was kind of like I played through the campaign and then I just never played the game again. Is more I just wanted to see the story instead of like, you know, what else do you have to offer, blah blah. I didn't really care because I think at the time I was more on Call of Duty than I was Halo, at least for online multiplayer. But Halo 5, I had some awesome times on like the large matches. We had all my friends would get in and we would summon in ghosts, and we would have like a fleet of fucking ghosts just flying towards the other base. And like I actually had a video, and I'll have to find it and I'll send it to you guys later, where there's about 8 to 10 of us that are all in ghosts, and I had the Star Wars music playing as we were busting in, and we all busted in with the elite ghosts and shot the core, and the match was over. And like that is
incredible.
It was awesome.
What about Halo Infinite?
I'm excited for it. I'm gonna get it. I don't think I'm gonna get an Xbox though, mainly just because I guess most of their games. I think they said everything's gonna be coming out on PC, including their, because they released I guess like the Xbox Pass for PC or whatever, which I have.
Yeah.
So I was able to download a lot of actually my games onto my PC, and I still have my Xbox controller. So I mean, it's like I'll just play it on PC instead of Xbox, but I'll get it. I'll definitely get it.
Wait.
I'm excited to see the story. The
So
campaign.
you're telling me right now, basically buying the next gen Xbox is pointless?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh.
Yep. 'cause-
Wait,
Yeah, if
okay,
you have a
so
PC, it's
yeah,
pointless.
so basically you can get it through this Xbox Pass, and you're still technically playing on Xbox servers.
Don't. I don't
No.
know how it's gonna
Okay,
work. Yeah,
okay,
I don't know how
okay.
that's gonna work. So
I was about
to
say-
don't quote me on it because it's like I don't work for Microsoft, but from what I heard is that it's gonna be released on PC because all these games that they started releasing now are coming out on PC and Xbox. And Microsoft did say years ago that they wanted to get out of making consoles, and I have a feeling this is kind of their step towards it. They're gonna release one more, and then I have a feeling that everything's gonna move back over to PC.
I mean, yeah,
Probably.
it's Microsoft. Microsoft's, a big PC company.
And
Yeah.
also, you gotta think these next consoles are rumored to be what, 125 hertz or something like that.
140.
They're they're pushing
Yeah.
pretty close.
So like,
Something like
this,
that.
it's if you really think about it, a console is basically just a computer. Into
I
a
think
compact
actually,
form.
I think the PlayStation 5 has an AMD processor in it.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not too sure.
And apparently it can only run certain games at 30 frames per second, or is that the Xbox I'm thinking of?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard some stories about like some of the new games that are coming out that one of the new gen consoles can only run, I can't remember what it was, at 30 frames per second instead of 60. So I don't know how I feel about
Jeez.
that, which is why I love my PC. I don't have that fucking problem at all, so I'm happy with staying on my PC and not going back to console.
Only
So-
thing,
Oh, go ahead, Joe.
only thing PlayStation still has me hooked on is the PS
The
or
exclusive.
PlayStation exclusives, man. Because like, I mean, the Spider-Man, God of War.
Joe loves Spider-Man.
I think what Uncharted, that was PlayStation exclusive too.
I had the
think.
Uncharted on
Yeah.
PS3.
Yeah.
Isn't The
love
Last
those
of Us
games, man.
exclusive too?
I
I'm
think
not 100% sure.
I think so. I never played any of the Last of Us series. I heard it was good, but I never played it.
So many good exclusives, man. You gotta play them. Because like,
Real
dude,
quick.
Spider-Man. Sorry.
A Spider-Man.
No, go. Sorry, I thought you were
Spider-Man's
finished.
good.
That's why, go.
No.
I thought you were finished. I'm
Spider-Man-
sorry.
Spider-Man was one of the greatest single-player games I think ever.
Ooh,
That game was phenomenal.
Schmitty also
Yeah, it
just
was
said the
good.
show. The show is
The
another
Show.
Yeah,
great
MLB The
exclusive.
Show.
That's another great
I
exclusive.
whooped Joe on the show the other night, actually.
Bro, dude, I don't even want to talk about that. Bro, we share played, bro. I'd like really never played the show before. And he's like, no, just hit square whenever you want to hit the ball.
Cheese, my
Bro.
man. Come on, bruh.
Well, he did it
I'm,
too.
I'm
He
not
did it
wrong.
too.
Did
He
any
did it
of you
too.
guys ever play NHL Hits?
No.
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 Oh my god,
I
dude.
played-
I'm not a fan of
Sports
hockey.
game. I'm not either, but it's like you take. Do you remember Blitz, that football
Yeah.
game? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They mixed that with a hockey game, and I think it
Bro.
was NHL Hits 2002, which may be why I'm maybe the only one that played it. But it was so damn good, and I played that game so much. And that's probably my favorite sports game I think I ever played. That and maybe NBA Street. I loved NBA.
Dude,
Street.
the NBA streets and the NFL streets were
Bro.
fucking beautiful games.
MLB.
Just getting in that
What
fucking
was
where you're
slugfest?
surrounded by apartments, bro, and you just get
Slugfest.
somebody on the defensive end and you literally knock them like literally out of the field, bro. There was nothing better than hit sticking the shit out of somebody
Bro.
on an NFL street.
MLB
What was the-
slugfest.
What was the one to where it was a fight club but with rappers?
Oh God, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What, Celebrity Smackdown?
No.
No,
No.
it was-
God, that's gonna drive me nuts.
I can't remember right now, but it was literally
know what you're
rappers and it
talking
was like
about.
an underground fight club.
I'm about to look it up right now because it's gonna drive me nuts.
That one. If you guys never played that one was amazing.
Okay. Dude, y'all ever play Slugfest?
Are
MLB
you
Yeah.
talking- You're
Slugfest
talking
03?
about the Def Jam fight.
Yes,
Game, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
That's it.
Y'all know what was another throwback god tier game?
Crash Bash.
Bully.
Bully? Oh man, yeah, that was a good game.
Bully
Bully's
was.
throwback.
I
Bully's
love
throwback.
Bully, bro.
Bully was awesome.
My
throwback.
favorite
Yeah,
games,
Bully
other
was
than like the
awesome.
CODs growing up, were Bully and the old Hitmans.
Hitmans are
Bro,
fun.
That in, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed the old Max Payne video games too. If you guys played any of the Max Payne games, like
I think I played one of them. I just can't remember.
Man, I know like it may not be good looking right now, but even if you can find a copy of like the first and second one, play it. I loved both of those games. Yeah, Max Payne was the shit. I loved Max Payne.
All right.
So many good throwback games, man. I miss the good old days when we didn't have responsibilities. We just played games for the fun of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Where you put your TV on auxiliary,
Yeah.
or you put your TV on channel 3.
Where you can actually shoot darts at the TV without breaking it.
Exactly.
When TVs had a big glass bowl for a screen.
Bro, I played my
Man.
from MW2 up until Ghost. I played on a 52-inch box TV that sat on the ground. Had the
That thing
worst
probably weighed,
graphics.
Like 500
Oh,
pounds.
bro, it took 6 people to carry it out of my room and downstairs when I got the new TV that I have above me. Like it was the
What?
fattest
Which one came
TV.
after Ghost?
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, I played on after Advanced Warfare. I think I played on a box TV all the way up until either IW or BO4.
Dude, playing on a monitor, going from a TV to a monitor is the greatest thing you can ever do.
Big facts. I think
It,
I
like,
got.
well, specifically for first-person shooters, it is the best thing you can possibly ever do.
I think I got a monitor right before BO4.
Yeah, I still don't got a monitor.
I still
I sit on my
have
bed and play on my TV.
I still have my OG old monitor. Well, I did. I gave it to my dad to take it to his office. But it was, just a standard old shitty Asus 24-inch monitor that I used from Call of Duty Ghost until about a month or two ago. Whenever I got this new monitor, it's 144 hertz, and that that monitor was it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Growing up, bro. I went from literally because I got it for Christmas, and then since I wasn't going to be using that TV anymore for gaming, my dad decided to put it on a big stand right where my desk is now. And it was literally elevated, almost hitting my ceiling. So how I played for those 2 weeks, I literally put my chair on my bed to be eye level with the TV and played looking over here with the TV. And it wasn't like a desk chair. It was like one of those like chairs that were like a seat, but it was like full, like a bowl type shape, and it had 2 legs going like this, and then it has like a bowl that you sit in. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I got the picture in my mind. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, and I
what you're
literally
talking about.
put that on my bed and was playing Ghost for 2 weeks like that. And I got that monitor, and I was like,
I still have one tube TV in my house because I have another room that has like all my retro shit in it, and if you try to play an N64 on like a new TV, it looks like
like shit.
Ass.
It looks like
it
shit.
does. It looks like shit. So I actually kept. It's not a huge tube TV. It might be like a 20-inch tube TV, just so I can play my classics on it. But next to it is a lot larger TV for lot newer 4K, and it's just like, yeah, let me play. I'll play my PlayStation on this, or I'll play my Xbox on this instead of that. So, but I actually did keep one. I did keep one.
That's lit.
Yeah, actually, I had a piece of nostalgia a few months ago. One of my good friends I used to work with when I worked at UPS, he is a really huge Smash player. Like, he loves playing Smash Bros. He even competed, and he knew like some of the best Smash players in the country. Like, he knew like some of the best ones in the country, and he was even friends with the #1 Smash player in Arizona. And at that time, you know, they had just released the news of the CDL. Nobody knew if there's going to be like a path to pro. Like nobody knew what was going to happen. So I was kind of trying to find another game to play on to compete because, you know, I'm a competitor. I have, you know, if I don't compete, it kind of gets boring. That's why right now on MW, I kind of want to start getting back into competing again. But so we went to the Smash tournament, and I had a piece of nostalgia because they're playing. I forgot which Smash it was, but they had small tube TVs set up on the old Wii.
Nice.
And dude, it just felt so nostalgic to just sit down and just play on a tube TV again. It like people say like, you know, when I've heard people say how like they get certain memories that like flush back to them, like, and in the movies they like over exaggerated of how like a kind of like a little scenes playing in your head. Well, you know, that actually kind of happened to me. You know, I sat down at the tube TV and just so many memories came to me of me playing, sitting in my room. You know, I just got done with my homework, or if I, you know, I'm not doing my homework on that day, I just go home. You know, I have my controller in my hand, and you're just having a great time.
I think the only one I was decent at was actually the first one that came out on the 64. Dude, I still remember the commercial for that game. That's how fucking hyped I was for that shit when it came out. It's like everybody frolicking through this like sunflower field, and they're playing this, and you and me so happy together.
Be
And they're just
together.
beating the shit out of each other, and it was just, man, I love that game, and that it brings back good memories. I played it with a couple of friends not too long ago, which is why I had Mario Kart on my desk, because well, we played the original Smash Bros. And Mario Kart a couple weeks ago. Just got drunk and hung out.
I love that.
Z's been getting drunk almost every day.
Z
Man,
looks like
listen,
he's tired today.
Bro, so I woke up
lit.
late, bro, and I went to work early, and I forgot to grab my coffee. I was like, no. So I've been kind of like, all day, bro. I'm trying to keep it together right now, but I'm tired. But while we're talking about like getting into games, playing games, since this is not another COD pod, how did you particularly get into Call of Duty?
I think the original Modern Warfare was when I got into it really heavily.
COD 4.
Yeah. So
Beautiful game.
Man, I played that game so much. Me and my good friend Jeff. Every day we'd go to the
Shout out,
skate
Jeff.
park. Yep, we'd go to the skate park, and then we would come home from a long day of skating, and we would literally chill in my room and play COD for hours and hours and hours. And I don't know. To me, that was probably my favorite COD. Just as far as playing with another friend like in the same room and stuff like that. I don't know. It's something I haven't done in a long time when you think about it. It's like split screen's not really a thing, you know, anymore.
Sadly.
Yeah,
Screen peeking.
That's how, yeah, bro.
Sometimes
That's
I'll
how
still laugh and I'll make fun of people who be like, were you looking at my fucking screen? It's like, you're that kid. You're the one I had to tape the cardboard piece on the screen so you couldn't see my shit. That's what it was. That's what it was. You're one of those
Oh
people.
my goodness.
You're one of those people.
Bro,
I'm
that's
gonna
how
sit there with the cardboard box on my head, and I got the bottom half, you know, so you can't see this shit. But man, I actually kind of miss that. I do. I actually miss that a little bit.
That's
And,
how I got into COD, bro. Those days were the funnest, because it wasn't about, you know, like winning, or it wasn't about like holy shit you're bad. It was just like you kicking
In
it with
my
your
group of friends, it was.
Well, like to an extent, yeah, but it was like you just kicking back with your friends, bro, just enjoying some COD. Like I got into COD playing split screen on MW2 the month it came out on my cousin Avery, who lives up the street. It was at his house. It was me, my brother versus Avery and his dad, and then me and Patrick, my brother, came down here. Was like, "Yo, y'all trying to get us a PlayStation? We're trying to play some COD." And we ended up getting the PS3, playing MW2, World at War, COD 4. Like, just those days of playing offline, playing with your friends, was probably some of the most fun I've personally had playing COD. Also,
Yo, the MW2 Spec Ops, the best Spec Ops in a Call of Duty game. in
I've
my
never
opinion.
played Spec Ops, bro. Strictly beat the campaign and grind the hell out of pubs.
I'm with that dude.
What? No, I'm on your. Like you gotta go this way for me.
On my screen.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all
but
I need to
different
go
on
that way?
everybody
Yeah,
else's
for the
screen, so
YouTube
it's
VOD.
like,
Yeah.
I'm with that
Joe
shit.
is over here.
It's a
Huskens
clusterfuck of
up
people.
there.
Huskens up there, George is up there, and Joe's right here.
Dude, I'm telling you, MW2 Spec Ops, if you guys get the chance to play it, do it.
Here.
They have some of the most iconic missions of Spec Ops, bro. I remember this explicitly. They have this mission where it's you and an NPC, obviously. You guys are snipers in ghillie suits, and you guys got to stay stealthy, and you guys are just marching behind enemy lines while you're sniping, picking people off. You're getting hunted by attack dogs, dude. It's a great memory, bro.
Wait, is that the one where you're like crawling through that field and you're like looking for sniper glints?
Yeah,
I've done
yeah.
that. Yeah, that
Yeah,
one's
I
mad
remember
fun.
that.
That
I
one's
do
mad fun.
remember
It's like
that.
they
That was
see
fun.
you, all of a sudden
That
you're
was
dead.
fun.
Yeah, and then the other one to where you're on the presidential airplane, and it's a time mission, and you have to try to get to your destination, but at the same time, you got a whole bunch of guys just coming out of the fucking waterworks.
Or like through the snowmobile.
Oh, I forgot about that
Yeah,
one.
Bro,
you make
wait.
you jump across that like canyon.
Dog, I just know
Yeah.
that one from playing the campaign. I bought I
Yeah.
was one of the idiots that bought the MW2 campaign remastered, and I beat it. But I remember I was like, dude, I was looking forward to that mission, just driving that damn snowmobile, shooting your fucking G18 off of it, killing people, and then hitting that jump at the
Yeah.
end. That shit was so much fun to do.
Wild. Dude, I remember like my first like 10 attempts at that. I think I hit a tree every time and died.
Bro, going down that hill? You about going down the
Yes,
hill? Bro,
bro.
I just learned, stay in the middle and don't move. You won't hit the tree. You just
Bro,
fly
one
down
time I
it.
made it to the jump. I jumped, went off center, hit a tree on the other side. I was like, bro, I finally made it.
Shaking. SMH my head, Joe. I cannot believe
Yeah,
it.
SMH my head.
Wait, real quick, Huskin. Since we're still on the topic of Call of Duty, this is one thing that I want to ask every guest if they played Call of Duty. What is your top 3 favorite CODs?
Well, we'll just go ahead and say the original Modern Warfare. Probably Black Ops, which I really liked the first Black Ops game. And the last one, I think I'm gonna have to say World at War.
Oh, so you went 3
Oh,
OG
okay.
COD.
OG CODs.
Yeah, mainly because I guess
He's seasoned.
I played a ton of zombies with friends, and I think that's
That
why
makes sense.
I like World at War. Yeah,
In
Yeah,
the game that
I
originally
really-
introduced the zombies.
really enjoyed it.
All right, and for the Call of Duty 2020, what do you think they should do to make it an enjoyable Call of Duty?
Fix your fucking servers. Holy shit. Fucking hey. No, I mean, honestly, it's just, I don't know what all, I almost feel like, this is going to sound kind of weird at first, but I'm going to explain, because the game takes up so much space, right? So, like
Yeah.
I said, on my computer, I think the other day I looked, and it was like 190 something gigs or something like that.
Yep, that's how it is on
Um,
mine.
I feel like, I don't know if there is, and if there is, please let me know if there's an option to uninstall Warzone or make it its own separate fucking thing. Like, just make it free to play, you know, for everyone, which is what they did. But make it its own separate thing and don't combine it with this, so that way you can have more people focusing on just the regular, you know, the regular game, and then other people focusing on Warzone, so that you have, you know, 2 separate teams working on 2 different things. And I feel like maybe you'd have a lot better of a game, honestly.
Pretty
I mean,
good
'cause
take.
I'm cool with that, because I mean, that's how a lot of these battle royale games are. It's like usually the battle royale is the whole game. So they took a single player game on top of another multiplayer and added a whole nother game into it, which is why it's so fucking big. But I just felt like they could have just kept it separate, you know,
I
download
agree.
it for free, blah, 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 and have your own separate team that's working on that, instead of everybody working on the same thing all at the same time. Or, you know, I don't know how they have their shit set up, if they have, you know, separate servers for this, separate servers for that, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah,
I just feel like if they separated it, I think it would be a better game.
I feel like there's a way they could optimize how, like, just optimize how big it is. Like, There's no way it
It's
needs to
huge.
be that big, bro.
Yeah, it's huge. It is. It's monstrous. And literally, it took up as much space on my computer as Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Those are two very
Those are
sizable
two
games.
massive
Yeah.
games.
I want to say I forgot how big Grand Theft Auto is on the PlayStation. I mean, it's in the triple digits, but it's not like
Not
Yeah, way up in there.
198. Probably like
And think about how
101.
big that's a game that should have a large size
yeah,
because
it's a
the map
huge-
The map on there
It's
is at
fucking
least
huge.
twice as big as the Warzone map.
Yeah.
whoa, I think it's more than that.
No, I'm
How
saying
much-
at
yeah.
the very
if you got in
least.
a car, if you got in a car on a Warzone map and drove from one end to the other, how long do you think it would take?
It takes for fucking ever
Wait.
in Red Dead Redemption. Oh my
Oh yeah, the Red
God.
Dead
Well, you're
map's
in a
even bigger.
horse. And you're on a horse.
Well,
Yeah.
also,
But,
did you ever play the GTA race? I can't remember what it was called, but you know the bridge, like the military base is here, and you're coming from Los Santos. That bridge is right there. It literally starts at that
Yeah.
bridge, and it
Yeah.
loops all the way around not even all the way, actually no, all the way around the map, and then goes to downtown, and then loops back around. I think when me and my
That would
buddies would
take
play, it
forever.
would take us 15 or 20 minutes in supercars.
Yeah.
I would hate
Yeah.
that race so much.
You're
Oh,
going
no, it's
100
fun.
miles an hour, and it takes that long to get all the way around.
Like
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
absurd.
That's
Like,
why
that's
the
an
game is
absurd-
that's why the game is as big as it is, because it's huge. There's a ton of cars and weapons and vehicles and everything. That's why it's big.
You
Call
know,
of
there's
Duty-
speculation. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I mean Call of Duty's like a bunch of maps that are like
I mean, how much
Not
memory
that
does
big.
shipment really take up?
exactly. It's a square. You have a square with other squares
I
in
s-
it.
I swear to God, you tell me that he's near the fucking container
Okay,
one
Reed.
more time. I swear to God.
Yo, Husken, he spawned container.
Oh, okay. I know exactly where he is. Thank you. That was a great call out.
He's in a square.
Yo, he's mid container. Oh,
Oh,
okay, well, there's four.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's in the
okay.
red container. Really? No fucking way.
The red one in the middle. No. The bottom one in the middle.
Oh,
Not
okay.
the top
Yeah, that
one. Not the top one.
That one. Thank
Husken,
you. Thank you.
just the other day, I was going through old Twitter stuff, and I stumbled upon the clip of when we were playing pubs, and you died to the trophy
Oh
system.
my God, I was so fucking mad. Jesus Christ. Yep. Oh, I remember exactly what I said too. I was like, oh, here's me. Let me throw this grenade real quick. Boom! Right in your stupid fucking face.
Wait, I remember that clip. It was on Ramaza, wasn't it? It was on Ramaza.
Yes.
Yes, I remember
Oh
that
my
clip.
Good.
So mad. I was so mad.
That game was not Huskin's game at all, bro. He was losing
I
full that
couldn't
whole
do
game.
anything
We
right. I
have
was just like,
fallen.
bullets are great when they leave the fucking gun, you know, but it's just like I was running around and I felt like every time I tried to shoot, my bullets didn't come out fast enough. And I just couldn't do anything right that night, man. I just couldn't, or at least that match.
Everybody has that
So
night.
I was tilted, man. I was
Joe has
tilted.
that night every night.
Okay, funny. We got way off topic. What do we want from COD 2020? Let's get back to that. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear the other guys. What y'all would like out of it. I want to go first, actually. Okay. So like, COD 2020 for me, what would make it incredible? Stop remastering Firing Range, Nuketown, and Summit. First of all,
Well,
let's get
actually,
some
not.
new
Keep
map-
Nuketown. Keep,
Well,
please.
I like it.
Yeah,
I actually
keep
like
because
Firing Range more than Nuketown.
well, keep. I think
Same.
Firing Range
I'm
and
the same.
Nuketown are both just iconic maps. That'll
I'm fine with that, but put some freaking effort into making good maps again.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
Like this game in particular, they've just most of the maps that they've brought back into the game have been maps from other CODs. Like
Yeah.
yes, some of them are nice, but I
Right.
want to get
I-
new maps.
and another thing, make them 3-lane maps. I want 3-lane maps.
3-lane.
3-lane. That's the way to go. That was the best. And then I want a longer TTK. Okay, I want a chance to be able to turn around and gun a little shitter down because I'm better than him. I don't want to die.
I miss
in
shoulder peeking.
2 milliseconds.
Oh man.
I miss
Ooh.
shoulder peeking.
Yeah.
You can't shoulder peek in this game because the
Yeah.
cameras
can't.
are so broken and the time to kill
yeah.
is so fast.
Let's
You
get some
peek
better
that
cameras.
corner and then you're dead, bro.
Yeah.
Like I helped Brian with a video, and literally this man was peeking a corner so damn wide on his screen, and then on my perspective, you couldn't fucking see him. Like if I shoulder, I'm immediately dead. Like you
Yeah.
cannot shoulder in this game. And it's
You
annoying. You can't play for
very
information
annoying,
unless
bro.
you throw your life away, or you somehow the other person misses shots and you get
Exactly,
away.
bro. But yeah, and then like I actually really love the gunsmith in Modern Warfare.
I
how
like
we
that a
got-
lot.
I like it a lot. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that in the next Call of Duty.
But what I
And,
like more, I like the pick 13 system more, or pick 10 system, whatever. I would
I like
rather
that.
sacrifice the gunsmith to get the pick 10 system, because with the way it is now, you can make your gun whatever you want, which is really dope. It's unique. You can
Yeah.
make an AR into a sub. You can make a sub into an AR in some cases. Like you can make a medium range AR, long range AR, like whatever.
yeah,
But the
I'd like
pick
to
10
see-
system for me was just, it was so balanced. You couldn't have too overpowered of a class. You more relied on your
True.
gun skill, not the attachments on the gun. It was just I think there's a little bit more of a skill gap in that particular
But
class
yeah,
setup.
I really want to hire TTK.
I
Like,
agree.
So it's at-
bro, is it just me or did like Black Ops 4 and like Black Ops 3, like our last
Tasty,
Black Ops, just have like some really nice TTKs?
Yeah, BO4, I think even with
I-
150 HP, I think they definitely increased the damage of per bullet compared to what it would be on 100 health. And I think the time to kill in
It-
BO4 was great.
It felt nice. I loved the TTK on BO4, and it felt, like there's a skill gap there, which you don't have in this game, really.
Oh,
So
here's
then,
a...
are you
Nobody
wanting,
misses in
like-
this
Are
game.
you wanting like big maps, like
No.
big maps, or are you just
No,
looking for just
no.
3-lane smaller maps?
I want my.
I think the biggest map that I'll take from a COD, maybe like a
Seaside.
map. Well, I was gonna say maybe like a map Afghan off
Frequency.
MW2, or like Azir Cave. Like nothing like major, but a bigger map.
I don't want shipment. for
I do.
every
But
map.
dude, that's what I was hoping for. I want
Well.
another remastered thing of Shipment, or Shipment 2.0.
Maybe
Make it
Rust.
make it even smaller. Maybe throw one blue container in there or some shit. I don't know. I'd be happy with that.
All the
Make it-
red
make it to
containers are
where-
gonna be
Make it to where
blue.
you only spawn in the middle.
But I want it to be able to like, you're able to do like little like, not necessarily like, I guess little emotes while you're running, so you could just constantly spam "he's in the container." That's all I want. That's all I want in the game. Be perfect.
Yeah.
I'll pay $60
Alright.
for that.
All right, so my thing, I don't think it's gonna be a big problem because Treyarch is the one that mainly does it, but ranked play. Yeah, ranked play has been in almost
Please!
every Treyarch game.
I was gonna say
Ranked
that.
Don't
play.
give me a playlist with no ranking. Give me the
Yeah.
playlist
Give me-
and the
yeah.
ranking.
My rank, man.
Give me ranked play. Don't put SBM in pubs. Pubs are just meant to go in there, kick
Have
back.
fun.
I don't want to
Pubs
sweat in a
are-
pub.
pubs, and if you
Yeah,
sweat
I
in
feel that.
pubs,
I feel that.
Well, you have to in this game, or you're not gonna have
Yeah.
fun.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But like,
It's
if you're
true,
trying to
yeah.
chill in pubs, like on an older game where there wasn't like a skill base,
Have
and
fun,
you just
bro.
got a kid like going ham, like trying to drop a nuke, like bro.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to have fun, just go play Warzone for a little bit, or hang out in CDL.
Yeah, see, play CDL and just endure the hell that Call of Duty pros
Yeah.
they endure during this game, because the spawns, dog ass. Don't get
I
me
just
started.
wish this next Call of Duty is catered to competitive. This MW was not catered to competitive one bit. Even the devs came out and said that they had pubs in mind when they were creating this game. I just really hope the next Call of Duty is catered to competitive.
Yeah, or at least that they add it back in, like at least some sort of playlist, because it does feel like it was missing something, and that is, to me, the thing that I think that this latest COD was missing.
Two
Something
things.
ranked.
They had the chance to have two things to keep the game lasting long, and that's rank play, which give people like a sense of
Something-
urgency to grind and
Something
getting
to
like a rank,
grind, man.
and prestiges. the fact that they took Prestiges out.
Yeah.
That was
You do
also
not have that
that
sense to
was a
grind.
very big downfall for this game. I agree with that.
Because it's like you can grind up to the max level pretty quick.
Pretty
actually.
damn-
I mean,
and-
if you play it a lot, if you play it a lot, you can get up pretty quick.
And
but-
another bad thing, in my opinion, is not having a separate rank or even separate classes for Warzone. So like you can rank up your multiplayer rank by playing Warzone, or like whatever you change your classes in Warzone, it'll affect your classes in multiplayer. So
And
like
you get more XP in Warzone.
yeah, so like I definitely add back Prestiges if this next COD has a BR, which I'm assuming it will, considering the last two have. I would definitely keep those classes separate because I don't want to have to go and change a class every time I go to play pubs. And when I go
that
back to
drives me
Warzone,
insane.
I have to change it right back to my Warzone setup.
It
Like
drives
that's
me nuts.
it's
It
something
does.
small
That
like
drives me
that,
nuts.
but it's something that this group of devs hasn't paid attention to, and that's the little details that matter because there's so many little awful things about this game that end up adding to like a couple big things that almost ruin the game entirely.
But bro,
That's when I busted one of my friends not too long ago, and he was just like, "Why the fuck do I have a thermal on this?" It's like, "Oh, you're one of those."
If you use the thermal,
I mean, I can't
possibly.
lie. I used thermal in like the first like week or two.
Oh, I did too, and
on
then I
my
realized,
sniper.
then I realized how much better
you had
variable
to.
zoom is.
Everybody was freaking doing it the first couple weeks. It was it was crazy.
bro,
But thermal on an AR, you're despicable.
You're a disgusting human. Love you,
You're
but
an
you're
uncultured
disgusting.
swine.
yeah.
Hey yo,
Bro.
fuck you. I love you.
That caught me so off guard.
Bro.
I
Okay,
thought you were
but
gonna lose him there for a second.
It wouldn't be the first.
No.
Z's got a history of drinking at the wrong time.
Dog, Joe, it happened to me last
But
night.
Of course.
Joe, it happened to me last night. I was in
Aw.
court after 10s, bro. You can ask Cam or Hoaxy or Quesadilla. Bro, you can ask any of them. Someone said something, and I literally started choking and wheezing in the Discord because like I swallowed the water
I did
wrong.
that to you one
And
time.
I was literally like, every time I took a deep breath, there was a sharp pain in the middle of my chest. I was like,
I bet you swallowed it wrong, didn't you?
Yeah.
it's okay. I have socks on.
Did you spit it right out?
Okay. As long as you have socks on.
Socks on. Gotta keep the socks on at all times. Unless you're
yeah.
going to
Alright.
bed. If you sleep with socks, you're weird.
Z, you got anything to add about what you wish for
Look at
COD
that.
2020?
Rank system, no skill-based matchmaking in pubs, a fair and balanced BR, prestiges, and I think something that games have been lacking, other than I guess maybe World War
Longevity.
II. Other than longevity, give me character customization. Give me better cosmetics overall. Give me good camos. Give me good camos. Put good camos in the shop. It don't make me pay $20 for some 3 emblems, a fucking weapon charm, and 1 skin. Please sell skins individually in the shop, make them good, and then let me customize my character. One thing that every COD after AW has failed on is the cosmetics of the actual character. Opening that supply
Yes.
drop and getting that dope epic helmet or epic shirt from Advanced
might be
Warfare
losing y'all.
was one of
There
the
we go.
greatest things that I think Advanced Warfare brought into the Call of Duty scene, but no game after that picked it up. And I think that was a huge mistake by any
Bro.
COD developer.
No skyscrapers in the BR, okay?
Nothing above 2
Building
stories.
Over 2 stories, okay?
Yeah, oh god, I remember the first time I started running up those stairs, and I was just like, how many fucking floors is this
Dude,
place?
you run up 15
Oh
flights of
my
stairs just to
God.
get double claymored and bouncing Betty off
Yeah.
the freaking face of the planet, and then they got
RPG when you walk through
shotguns
the
and
door.
RPGs,
Yeah.
and they all have self-res, and then they're gonna go buy their other teammate back, and he's gonna go back
Alright.
to being a shitter.
Alright. Huskin, you had mentioned the servers earlier. Is there anything else that you want to add?
I mean, like I said, other than just fixing the servers and adding ranked play, I mean, other than that, yeah, the customization would be nice. Like, I mean, as far as like the actual player goes, you know, my character. What the fuck can I do to my character now? Okay, I can either be wearing a ghillie suit or not wearing a ghillie suit. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
know.
much.
I just felt like they could have done some more with the customization. But then again, then the game would be like 300 gigs instead of the 200 it is now.
One thing I forgot that I really enjoyed about MW, and I wish that they keep it going in all the next CODs. Editing your class mid-game.
Yes,
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yes, I do miss that. I do.
Louder for the people in the back.
Yes.
Yo, I really hope that they keep this feature in. Like, it really sucks how, like, especially I remember on BO4, like, you're running an ICR one way because that's your go-to ICR class, but then all of a sudden you're gonna have to play another type of ICR style, so you have to take up another create a class slot just to be on your backup, just in case if your primary isn't working. And I think that just sucks. You know, I really like how you're able to just open up your creative class, change maybe like 1 or 2 attachments that you have to change, and then you're ready to rock and roll, you know?
So nice.
Something else also that Nasty just put in the chat, he said how he loves that they brought back the camos for the CDL teams. I like how they brought it back, and I like how they brought back skins, but please make the camos different. I don't want to see the same pattern for every team with just 3 different colors. Add their logo onto it, not like World War II where the whole camo is just consisted of their logo. But like BO3, they had the logo on the side. Make it unique. Don't give them the same pattern, just different colors. Make it unique and specific to each team.
Put some effort into your game, man. Just put some effort into it, man. In a lot of ways, this Call of Duty kind of felt just like a half-assed cash grab.
Like
in a lot of ways.
Kind of like they just, they put a bunch
The
of shit in
campaign was
Blender
great, though.
And then just poured it in a glass, and what fit, and they just said, here you go.
The campaign
And
was
then, like,
great, though.
You know, you got your item shop or whatever every day. They're like,
I will admit I like the campaign. I did like the campaign.
Campaign was really good.
Campaign was really short, though. I want a more drawn-out story.
Okay.
I want a more drawn-out
so-
story.
50-gigabyte game then.
The way that I
1
see it,
terabyte for the next COD. Your Xbox or PlayStation will only have 1 game, and 1 game only, and that will be fucking Call of Duty, because you can't install anything else.
that was the case for Joe like 2 weeks ago.
Joe, it was for whatever reason, a 20 gigabyte update for Joe turned into a 90 gigabyte update, and he had to delete like 3 games off his console.
Let me see. Shit.
Oh, here's another thing. Speaking of like competitive, get Dom out of the fucking rotation. Add in CTF. Add in uplink. Add in control.
I'll take control back.
Something-
I'll take control back.
Something
Bro, that was
over
such a good
domination.
mode.
Like it's out of the CDL's hands. Obviously, CTF wasn't in the game at the start of the year when they were making up the game modes. Please have all of those, if not one of those, in there so we can watch something other than
like
domination.
CTF back in the rotation for competitive, bro. Because like,
Didn't they say that there's supposed to be like close to like 10 game modes that they'd be playing this season on the competitive side before launch?
I don't think. What do you mean 10
I have
game
no
modes?
idea.
Well, I remember like when they announced CDL that there was going to be like, instead of just the base 3, like there's going to be like a numerous amount of like different game modes that the teams would be playing.
I think
Watch
that would
them
be
put-
stupid because you gotta
watch
think
them put
how much
Team Death
practice
in
they
there.
put into it now with 3 game modes. Imagine how much practice that they have to do with 10.
So they wouldn't have a life.
Yeah, like I think that players would literally just GA those game modes. Like they GA everything else. Like fuck it, let's just GA 7 game modes and play 3.
Bro. They're just gonna throw Team Death in there into the rotation. Imagine TDM.
I would rather watch TDM than domination.
Yeah,
It's a game mode about slaying.
Honestly, one thing that I wish that CDL would do, I don't know if they're doing it this season. I haven't heard anything confirmed about it, but like an all-star weekend.
That would be lit.
All-Star weekend would be lit, bro.
They kind of did that in I can't remember. I think Ghost and maybe a couple other games, like the old Anaheim events. They would have like 4 pros from different teams play 4 other pros from different teams.
They did it for
But-
BO4 too.
Yeah, but I want like a true
all-star
all-star
roster.
weekend. Like have
Yeah.
fans
East
vote
and a
for
West.
it. Yeah, have fans vote for it. Like especially now that it's franchising. It's like any
Yeah,
other
you
like
can have an East
NBA,
and a West
NFL,
now, bro.
split it East, split it West, 6-6, and then let
then
them go
just-
ham. Let
Like, make them play gun game.
Yeah, like make it trolling. They've done it
Imagine
trolling in the past, like using random
Yeah,
shit.
bro. Make them play gun game. I would love to see pros go at it in a gun game, bro.
They would lose
Husken, you
so
laughing in
much,
chat?
troll, bro.
Yeah. I think that, dude. I think that's golden. That is a golden
I can't
idea.
hold that anymore. You do look like kind of like Undertaker right now, bro.
Wait, hold up.
I was trying not to like bust out and just interrupt, and I was like, I'll just do a little comment, and I'm like, fuck it, it's coming out.
Wait,
Who said it?
Dill-
Who said it?
Dill said I look like
my
the
God.
Undertaker right
That
now.
was good. That was good. I can't unsee that now.
Bro, see, if your hairline comes back to like right there and you still have it long,
Hey, now you know what your next
Right.
Halloween costume will be.
roll your eyelids like up into your head.
Bro, what is that, a fucking six head?
That's not
Yo,
nice. You
I
can't help
got
that.
I got a forehead too.
You're just jelly because
Yeah,
my hair is
forehead.
longer and nicer than yours. So don't come at me sideways. Little shit, little schmuck.
Hello, shallow.
Little shot, little schmuck.
Husken looks like
Shot.
he takes care of his hair.
I do.
I do
I-
not.
His wife takes care of it for him.
I did just throw a hat on. Like,
I
when
literally
came home,
just,
though.
I
was
throw a
like,
hat on every day. That's why I
Yeah.
take a shower and then I just kind of like.
I wake up, I shower, I dry my hair, I don't fucking touch it.
Husken, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I envy you, dog.
Why?
Because of
Why,
your
bro?
wife.
My wife.
Yes.
Man.
Why?
You know
Why?
what? So.
You don't know who Husken's wife is? Hit him with the facts, Husken.
The facts.
Hit him with
Which
the
facts?
facts.
Let me guess.
My high school sweetheart. Yeah,
Miss
I
America?
actually met her the second to last week of my senior year, and we've been together ever since. So it's going on
I'm jelly.
13, 14 years.
Wow.
So.
But she's Asian too.
Ah, I was about to say, that's the first thing that popped in my head. My
was
man
gonna
George
ask.
loves
I
Asians,
was
bro.
gonna say it, but I was
George
figured it was
loves
I
him.
figured it would come out eventually.
I just figured Boss would
Okay,
say
bye.
it eventually. I was like, I'll just throw it
he
into a
can't.
story
He
and he'll
can't
just
hold
say
that
it.
in. He cannot hold that.
By
in.
the way, for everyone watching, George loves Asian women. That like he absolutely adores them.
we said that week 1.
And we're
Episode
saying
one.
it week 3. He
I think-
I
loves
don't
his
remember us
Asian
saying
women.
that week one.
I feel like
I do
surely
not
it came out.
remember saying that
Surely
week
it
one.
came out at some point.
I do not remember that whatsoever.
How are we gonna talk for an hour and a half
It came out
and
pretty
George
early.
not say something about
Wait,
Asian
George,
girls?
also, before I forget, Cam earlier said George better have some socks on, sticking that drumstick in his mouth over and over. Do you have socks on, sir? No, okay, he has socks on. Cam, we're good. Okay, I just want to get that out of the way.
Can we
He
get
has socks
And,
on.
and the Nike.
Can we get a- can we get a
okay.
sock
At
check?
first, I was gonna say, I was like, most people don't realize streamers
Black
do
Nike.
have lower bodies, right? So you know, because you don't see below the desk. But where is the sock? Is it on your feet or is it? Don't tell me. I
Hey.
need to know, but
Hey.
I'm wearing a sock.
Hey,
I'm wearing shorts.
Hey.
You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready
All
for
torso,
sock
that's
on a.
right. That's right.
It's gotta be socks on your feet, bro. If it's anywhere else, calm down a little bit. Calm down.
Yo, just make sure your lotion just ain't in frame.
Yo, okay, let's go. Whoa, YouTube. We're about to hit
I'm
the
all
hour
out
and a
of
half
G
mark. You
Fuel.
might got
Yeah.
anybody
I'm
got
all out of
anything else
G
to add?
Fuel.
Just Joe, do you have anything?
You're back.
If you use shotguns and COD, I hate you.
All right,
So, I'm
Husken.
doing shotties
except for
only
Bone.
tonight in COD.
All right, Husken. Since we're coming up on the hour and a half mark, we're gonna give you the floor. You can plug anything that you have, your Twitter,
Can I ask
Twitch,
him one
anything.
question? Can I ask him a question?
Yeah.
All right, Husken. Say if you could eat any meal, it's the only meal you can eat for the rest of your life. What is it gonna be?
Ooh, the only meal I could eat for the rest of my life. What is it gonna be? That's a hard decision. I'd probably have to go with There's this Thai dish that my wife's mother makes. It's a spicy catfish with like these noodles and rice, and I could probably eat that every day for the rest of my life and be happy.
Wait, Husken, do you have a Zaxby's next to you?
Yeah, there's literally one like a mile
Can
down
you
the
not?
road.
Is Zaxby's God tier? Yes or no?
Not anymore because they now freeze their chicken. They changed their chicken. They did. I used to love Zaxby's. I used to love Zaxby's. But not anymore, bro. They're freezing their shit. So and it tastes different to me now. It does. It's like I still like their wings. I like their fries, but for some reason the chicken fingers don't taste like they used to. And I just pulled the soul out of this man's body.
You did.
What about Chick-fil-A?
What about Chick-fil-A?
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, I like. Okay, I do like Chick-fil-A. I wouldn't say that I would wait in the line every single day for it, but I do actually like.
Look at my hair now.
I do like their spicy chicken sandwich.
Yes.
Spicy chicken sandwich deluxe.
Yes.
Oh
that's
my
exactly what I
God.
get with pepper jack cheese.
Pepper
So-
jack
Yes.
cheese.
Yes.
And dude, the Chick-fil-A sauce, bro. That's
Yeah, I love the Chick-fil-A sauce. Yep, that's honestly, it's gonna
Let
sound
me
gross,
get
but
that
I freaking just like lather the shit out of
Yes,
my fries with that
dude.
stuff.
I could
It's
drink
so
that
good.
shit.
literally
Damn.
every time I go through there, I'm like, yo, I need a spicy sandwich, pepper jack cheese, large fry, large sweet tea, and they're like, all right, you want some dipping sauces? I said, give me every fucking Chick-fil-A sauce you got in this establishment. And they're just like,
Do you ever get their lemonade though? They have
yes,
amazing
bro.
lemonade.
Their
They
lemonade
do.
is
I love their sweet tea, but
amazing.
sometimes, like if it's hot as fuck outside,
I just
their
used my
lemonade is
headset
just
off.
what it hits the
Here
spot,
comes Z talking about it's Zaxby's, you can customize.
Hey Huskens, you
bro.
know Zaxby's you can
Zaxby's got rid
customize.
of their milkshakes. They wanted to piss me the fuck off, so it was just like, you know.
No, hey,
Hey,
you
know how you
want?
like that banana pudding milkshake when you came in every week? Well, fuck you. We got rid of it. So
Guess what? Nobody has better milkshakes than Cookout. Change my mind.
Steak and shake. Steak
Well,
and
like
shake.
fast food. I'm talking about
Steak
fast
too.
food.
Dairy Queen.
Fast food. They
I
have a
don't know,
drive-through.
dude. Even Chick-fil-A's shakes are really good.
No, they're
They
like,
really
don't get me wrong.
are.
It's
Wendy's
hard.
Frosties
It's
are
hard
fucking
to
shots.
it's hard to mess up a milkshake, but I just think Cookout has so many
Milkshakes
different
bring the
versions.
boys to the yard,
I just think,
man,
well, you
it's
can,
better
but as a
than yard,
restaurant,
than
it's
yard.
kind of hard
It's
too.
better than
I'm
yard.
talking
It's a
about.
cheap
Okay, I'm
seat.
about to mute
And I
George.
have to
Um,
charge.
I'm talking about like as far as milkshake variety and taste. Okay, fuck it.
I don't know any more words.
All right, guys. We got anything else?
I don't know any
Okay,
words. Period.
Yeah, I do have something now.
Damn it, Joe.
Husken, what's your favorite kind of music to play on those beautiful instruments you have in the background?
Baby metal.
Baby metal.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
No. Honestly, I have a huge, I guess, range of music that I like because I like a lot of classic music too, as a lot of like 80s rock. I probably played more 80s rock on those guitars than anything else. But yeah, I guess 80s rock would be.
I'd say most of my portfolio would be Led Zeppelin.
Man, a lot of ZZ Top, Billy Idol,
Z's.
probably some AC/DC, Metallica,
Mm.
and then to like the newer stuff that I guess my band started playing was a lot of new like Breaking Benjamin stuff. So
Yeah. Man, my roommate, he plays the intro to Fade to Black by Metallica, and it sounds so clean. It's so good. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
All right, guys. We're coming up on that hour and a half mark. Husken, we are giving you the floor. Plug anything that you have. Tell us any projects that you have going on right now.
nothing really too much crazy going on right now. Of course, follow me at HuskenRaider on Twitch, Twitter. That's really about it.
It'll be in the
For
description.
some reason, I have a Mixer account, but don't worry, I don't stream on it. But other than that, really nothing much else going on tonight. I think I'm gonna hop on some pubs, play some games with a couple of people from the community. So if you guys want to hop on, play something, feel free to let me know or join. So. But other than that, that's really about it.
And then you got your band. Your band doesn't have any music out or anything?
No, not right now. No. We're kind of taking a little break with everything that's going on. You know, it's like there's a lot of places that aren't wanting to do gigs right now just because of the coronavirus and whatnot. So we haven't even practiced in 2 months now because of the whole thing. So, but I will let you guys know, I guess, whenever that comes about.
All right, I'm gonna throw one more.
At the moment.
I'm gonna throw one more plug in here. Make sure y'all go in the chat, do !CBD. Check out the good stuff, CBD. This is CBD lotion, courtesy of X the Reap X. Make sure y'all hit that CBD !CBD command in the chat. Make sure you check out this beautiful, beautiful product.
Wonderful products, people. Trust.
Okay.
Trust and
All
believe.
right. All right, Husken, thank you so much for coming up on this podcast. We had asked you a little bit of a late-minute ask, but we appreciate you for coming on this podcast and being our first official guest.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys. Seriously,
That was
no.
awesome.
If anything that I have gotten from the COD community, you guys have been the best things that I have fallen into. I guess, you know, you guys are awesome. I consider you all my brothers. So thanks for having me, and I really do appreciate it.
I better start playing. I'll see you again.
All right, Joe, you got the outro today.
I got the outro today.
Si, senor.
Oh, shit. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all watching if it's been in the stream or if you're watching it on YouTube. And yeah, don't forget to check out all of our links in the description of everybody that's been a part of this episode. Thank you so much. Leave a comment, drop a like, you know, subscribe, ring the bell, and let us know if there's anything we can do to make this better, because we are very open to suggestions. We're new to this, of course. And yeah, stay safe out there, and we will catch y'all next week.
Adios.